exhausted. I literally pulled over about an hour out from my house. Truck stop, a rest area. Not even a truck stop. It was literally just a rest area. And made my little makeshift pallet in the trunk and got busy. Took a little 2.5-3 hour nap, possibly. Even like when I got up, I didn't like immediately get up and hop on the road. Got up, took care of some business on my phone, which was nothing but emailing the company that I was working with. And tying up those ends. Yeah, it was a good night, I guess. It's weird. Expecting the weekends to be busy, and yeah, no. Wednesday was my best night so far. But I'm still grateful for the nights that I've had, for sure. So grateful to God. And that's really what I came on here to talk about, because I'm really tired, and hopefully I think I'm almost home, so I'm gonna go take a nap if I can get through it. Lord. I'm gonna go take a nap, get up, get ready. I'll probably take my son and I to get some quick little chair massages. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely pulled something, and I'm not sure if it's from working out yesterday or working last night, which it could be a combination. Either way, I gotta work again tonight, so I need this little kink in my neck, crook in my neck, whatever it is, to just subside. I'll probably put some ice on it too. I feel like that might help. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Whoa. So yeah, I was thinking about, I don't know, like just a vision of money being thrown in the air came across my mind just now before I picked up and hit record. And last night that actually happened. As I was coming out of a dance, the girl on stage, she had like, you know, several ones thrown in the air for her, which I love when that happens. I just think it's such a cool effect. Like, you know, the people who throw like a couple dollars, $2, $3, to each their own. I prefer, like, you know, that's fun. That's fun to me. So I don't know why that just came to my mind, and I thought about last night. And then I thought two things. And two things can be true at the same time, but oftentimes one thing is right. That's good. Thank you, Lord. That's why I like to do this. Okay? It be off the dome, but it be from God. Okay? So, two things can be true at the same time, but oftentimes one of the two is right. So these two things are true. When I saw that money getting thrown on her, I instantly was like, oh, okay, they're going to do the same for me. It was super excited. Then they ended up leaving as because I got on stage there were two more people, and I ended up getting on stage. Ooh, is he gonna pull me over? I hope the fuck not. He ducked off right there. Damn, ain't he? He in the cutlery. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for your protection, because he sure looked like he was finna pull out that cut. And I just thank God, okay, for his protection. Yeah. Them angels, them warring angels. Boom. They got up and they got to dance with the girl that they had threw the money on. And I'm not gonna say I couldn't help, but it was my first reaction to wish that it was me, right? Like, dang, I need that money. Like, I could have got that. Like, had I gotten on stage, like, like, not even going down the rabbit hole, but just like fleeting thoughts, right? Like, versus initially really being happy for her, because I am now, like I still was, I just didn't allow that to be the initial feeling. And that's such a crazy paradigm, because how do you do that, right? We've been raised in such a dog-eat-dog culture in this country. I mean, this world for sure, but this country has it like no other. Whereas, like, you know, we very seldom applaud for others, especially if we are not receiving the same type of accolades or accomplishments or gifts or whatever that they are, right? So the right thing is to truly be happy for her. And I was, it was never that I wasn't happy for her. It's never that I was hating or anything of that nature. It was just a selfish initial gut feeling of like, dang, I need that money. Like, you know, I was obviously at work to get money, so I don't want to condemn myself for having that feeling, yet I just want to acknowledge that I don't have to have that feeling going forward, right? Like, I can train my mind, I can train my body, I can train myself to not be selfish initially, even though it wasn't intentional and it wasn't long term. I believe I can cut it out entirely the more that I continue to practice at it. Because truly, this was the girl that I prayed for last night that was having a difficult time, and it ended up being, you know, things that were beyond her control. And it wasn't the best night for us, for any of us, to be quite honest. The weekend's been a little crazy. But I'm glad that they came, that couple came in, and I felt like I was about to belch. But no, I'm glad that she was able to get that money. I really am. If she didn't, I probably wouldn't have been glad. Because at the end of the night, we all know who made what. We gotta, you know, give a mandatory percentage of a tip out. So we're all calling out what we made so we can figure out what we're tipping out. And it's being it's being kept track of by the manager how much we're, you know, making. And then we just like add up, we tally up, and we compare numbers like, hey, I got this, you got that. Sometimes be a little off and figure out where it was off at, you know, yada 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 yada. Pay out, keep it moving. Anyways, got that one. That's crazy. I'm just thinking about the past 2 nights this weekend, because once you hit a certain, like, once you hit 600, you have to pay half of the percentage that you would normally pay. And I was $50 away from 600 these past 2 nights. Literally, I'm like, if I would have got one more motherfucking dance. Anyways, that's what it is. Grateful, so grateful. So that's the next thing too, is like just training my mind to be grateful, because initially last night I did do a little complaining, and I'm so sorry, Lord, forgive me for that. I feel like silly, very silly whenever I fix my mouth to complain about any freaking thing. I feel silly in the long run. But I was like talking to one of the girls, I'm like, a weird weekend, oh my gosh, you know, yeah. I'm like, dang. She was like, I don't know how much money I made. I said, yeah, me either, to like $300, and I needed $500 to take care of what I need to take care of. And she was like, girl, sometimes all I make is $500 a week. And I was like, yeah. And you know, she went on to say some other things, but on my ride home this morning, I'm just shifting my perspective and being grateful and being truly grateful, because I could have made less than $100. Could have not made anything. I could have been paying out the house, because you still got to tip out. It's mandatory. There's a minimum tip out. So even if you don't make anything, which again, in Jesus' name, I pray that that would never be the cause. Like I pray that I would never come out of pocket. But I would always gain, and yeah, like to come. And then what's funny is I really thought like I was like, $300, I needed $5, and then I ended up making $5. And then yet again, like top earner, which I need to really not care about that, because I don't know. This industry can be dangerous. I'm very careful to not like get in my head and feel like I'm tough stuff, because without God, I'm nothing. But it's easy to fall into that prideful trap in this industry, especially because, I mean, you've got these men fake madly falling in love with you. It's game versus game. It's not like, whose game is better, basically. That is such a dope house. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. I want to go up there. Like, what the heck? Is it even a house? Wow. Anyways, strip clubs are just people running game on each other. That's it. We just both run a game and seeing who better at it. Or if we both at the same speed, we both on the same level, then we just playing together, playing the field together. That's when it works out best. But I'm able to play the same level with so many different people. And then having the girls come to me like, teach me your ways, and then being the top earner, which I'm gonna be honest, had the other chick been there that I said was vulture like, I don't know that I would have been a top earner. She's been holding the spot, but in her absence, I've been holding her down. I got you, girl. I'll hold your spot for you. So like the fact that feels good is just like unsettling to me. Like, why does it feel good? Why do I want to be number one? What does rank do for me? The money in my pockets pays my bills. That's the only thing that should feel good, that I should care about. Anything else should really be irrelevant, Who got a dance with who didn't get a dance with me, none of that. Like, none of that. Who made this, who made that. Like, I shouldn't care. Like, I wish we could do this privately. Like, I wish he could pull us one by one, but obviously that's not feasible. But I wish there was some way where I just didn't know what I made in comparison to somebody else. But there's not. And that's crazy, because you would think it's the other way around, right? Like that I wouldn't want to know because other people are making more than me, and it made me feel some type of way. But no, like, I don't want to know, because I don't want to get in my head like that's how it's supposed to be, and then when it's not, now I'm not feeling the good feeling that I was feeling. So instead of like I should just not feel anything at all about that, so that there's not an altering. That's an unnecessary altering of emotion. Come on now, Lord. Come on, Jesus. Thank you for this. Yeah, I'm not going to alter my emotions unnecessarily by comparing myself to anybody or hoping for anything to be anything other than what it is. I'll pray that God's will be done. And go with it. Go with His will. Like complaining and saying, oh, I wish I would have got $300. I mean, I wish I would have got $500. I probably only got $300. And then look, I got freaking $5. Like, girl, shut your mouth. Meanwhile, these girls making barely $200. Are you crying? Which I wasn't crying, but the fact that I even opened up my mouth to say that. And then too, if I didn't learn anything from going back to this daytime job that I was working, or I should have never, it was always way too good. But anyways, if I didn't learn anything, I did learn one thing. More one thing for sure. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say things in front of certain people. And in fact, better yet, you shouldn't say things at all. If it's not necessary, don't say it. Save it. 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 This looks really weird coming this way because I've never been here in the daytime. Like, come this way in the daytime. It's always been dark on my way back. Always. So I'm like, dang, am I going the right way? But I certainly am. So I gotta run to the bank real quick, deposit this cash. And then yeah, I might make a salad when I get home. Just a spinach salad with some dressing. That's it. I could put some fruit in there. What fruit do I have to put in there? I don't know. I wish I had pomegranate. I can't believe food stamps are being cut off. That's crazy. Like, what type of world do we live in? And I actually don't believe it. Just like I didn't believe TikTok was going to be gone forever. Like, seeing all those people mourning it and, like, acting like, you know, hi Shayla, like, literally mourning it like somebody's dying. I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that. It's TikTok, it's social media. I lived in an era where there really was no social media. Okay, so such is life. We will go. We will live, and we'll all right. Yeah, so I don't know about this food stamp thing, and I don't even know how I got on there because I'm talking about what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, last night was weird. Again, another weird night, but I'm grateful. I gotta stop talking about the weird shit. Stop, because I'm inviting more of it, right? The more that I say, like, oh, it's weird, it's this, it's that. Like, okay, well, if that's what you see, well, you'll probably continue to see that, right? It's like, you know, you get a new vehicle, or you know somebody with a vehicle, and you know, you meet somebody and you start seeing the vehicle that they drive all the time, or you start seeing yours all the time, you know. And it's probably not that there's more of an abundance now that you have seen it, but because you have seen it, there's more of an abundance that you see. I hope you got that. So yeah, I have seen that I can average, it's not even average, it's been pretty steady this week, you know, really $400 or $500 a night. My first week was $3. I think I had around 3 every night, and that's because I was, you know, it was my first week back for real, and new place and all this stuff. So now that I've seen that I can do like $400 or $500 a night, I definitely plan to keep this up, and I know that God will continue to provide and sustain me as I journey on this way currently. I know this is not forever. I know real estate is going to freaking boom for me once I'm able to give that some focus. So yeah, my plan is probably gonna end up dancing in Vegas. I'm probably gonna end up going ahead and checking a bag out here. I was like, oh, I don't want to be the realtor turned, you know, stripper turned realtor, yada yada yada. But I've been a lot of freaking things, girl. Who cares? Who even cares? Oh God, this crook. But yeah, I guess I'll get off of here. I'm done rambling. I don't really have anything else to ramble about at this time, but just thank God for the opportunity, thank God for the story, thank God for, you know, I'm really looking at, what the heckity? I know you lying. My money, my money, my money. It was hidden. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I'm going to use this time going out here to AZ as like preparation. Like, this is my training. Like, not only am I getting free training. Oh, you don't want these? You don't want these? Dang. Okay. Well, it's okay. You don't have to have. Yeah, not only am I getting free training, I'm getting paid to train. You know, like, I'm learning more things, not just about the pole and, you know, the business, but about people, about life, you know, like the things that I'm saying right now. I'm learning. I'm being prepared because Vegas, I'm already gonna, I know it's gonna be a monster. Shut up. Stop yelling at me. I know it's gonna be a monster, and I know that because I've been like, I tried to get hired at a Vegas club before, and it did not go well for me. I did not. My friend did. My friend that I was with, she fit the par, but I didn't. So I know it's gonna take some grit, you know. This dinky old 20. And I'm getting that grit right now while I'm out here in AZ. Oh, this must have been washed in the washing machine. And then when I come out here to Vegas, I think I'm literally only gonna do a month run. I don't really wanna, I don't know, like, I always say what I'm gonna do, and then God be like, girl, boo. Girl, boo. Just shut up. Just give it up already. You ain't finna do nothing. You ain't finna do nothing else. I wonder if I should deposit this. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do my best to make it to church today and put this in my tithes and offerings. All right. So we got money in the bank. We got cash. We're pretty much all good. Let's put this up real quickly. Yeah, so I've got 2 ideas. I'm not gonna say plans. I have 2 ideas. It's either work until, which I think that's the best one for real. Work until New Year's. You know, give it a literally like 2-month run, because my plan is to be working out here in Vegas by next month, like the next coming couple weeks, literally. So 2 weeks before I go to Indianapolis, I'm gonna work a night out there, and I pray that that goes really well. I'm so excited about that, honestly. Like, I don't remember the last time I dressed up for Halloween. I think it's been like, shoot, 8 years when I was living in Nashville. And I didn't really dress up. I went to Goodwill and got a hippie, like it was a 90s or 60s theme or something like that, hippie theme. So it wasn't like a real dress up. Like, I'm really gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be Austin Powers. I'm so excited. That's so cute. I don't know why I'm so excited about that. Really, baby. The spy who tracked me. Anyways, my phone is literally about to die. But yeah, so my plan is to go out there, check a bag, and come back and kind of like use a tiny portion of that bag to invest in myself so that I can get hired at a Vegas club. And I'm not talking about like no surgery or nothing crazy like that, because obviously I want to get hired like immediately. So just like, you know, hair, nails, makeup, and spend a day auditioning, you know, whatever day I get my makeup done. And then after that, once I'm in, baby, I'm going natural. I don't like doing all that stuff. I know it'd be taking up too much time and energy and all that stuff, but my plan is to, you know, get ready for all the interviews and go do it once I get back the first weekend of November. And then I'll work all of November. I'll work majority of December, like a month and a half. Really, I would prefer to just work all of November. Like, let's say I start November. That's crazy, because I could start trying out when I get back on November 1st. Because my hair will still be done. I don't know if my makeup will still be intact, but I'll assume it will be, hopefully. So when I come back from, I'm literally just going out there for Halloween, coming back the next day. So when I come back November 1st, I could try and go get a job. And let's just say I would love to start November 1st. That would be beautiful. But let's say I start on the 3rd. Then I'll work until December 3rd. Prayerfully in that month, I'll be able to get me a nice cushion, like a couple months worth of rent and car note and phone bill and toiletry, necessity money, gas, food, you know, essentially kind of food stamps off and stuff. But like, I'd like to get me minimum of a 3 month, really 2.5, but I'm pushing for like a 3 month cushion down. And get out the game for good, for real, and go back into real estate and really apply myself like I'm applying myself to stripping, right? Like, I have a plan, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And granted, I have had these same plans when it comes to real estate. The only difference is I have not been consistent. Like with stripping, I see an instant return. With real estate, it takes time. It takes a lot of time sometimes. So just being consistent and faithful and trusting the process is what I plan to do. I should be doing already, which I am. It just looks a little different than I honestly would have expected, but such is life. It is a beautiful life too, indeed. So yeah, I definitely plan on taking a vacation. Oh yeah, so I'm working, if I'm working all of November, I'm not really working all of November because I have a trip home for a week for that break. Thanksgiving break. I already booked our flights back home. I don't know, I might find somewhere to work out there. I've thought about it. Yeah, I might go to Chicago and work out there. But definitely taking a vacation with just my son and I, Christmas break. And my plan is to like go off grid, like to really unplug, like no phones, no TVs, like straight up, you know, doing life, like bonding and playing games and going outdoors and all the fun things. So, oh, she's cute. That's the plan. I pray that that works out. And then when we come back, you know, I'm gonna be reset. I'm gonna lock into real estate, lock into writing, I'll be starting a new semester of school. Really focusing on purchasing a house. I've been working on my credit. I've been trying to be very diligent about my credit, and I'm praying and hopeful that that will pay off very, very soon. And figuring out what school my son is going to go to. That's a whole thing. Like, yeah, we'll talk about it another day because I'm home. Yay!